Okay, there we go. Now I'll work on brimming.
It's called brining.
Sorry,
Brining.
brining.
Yeah. Right. Let's see here.
Beeps.
Right. Looks good.
Yeah. Is there a Wikipedia page for salt brining? Because I can't find it. I can't find it.
Great. Let me take a look here. All right, here we go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, here's what I wrote.
Okay, let me take a look here. Hopefully that'll be it. There you go. That looks good. All right. We do need a link. So this is where it gets a little bit, you don't want to necessarily use Wikipedia. They've covered that. If you go down to the bottom of Wikipedia, sometimes they have some references in there, or maybe you could just grab a few other ones that look reasonable. But we'll definitely want to include a link or two
All
for
right.
this. So maybe just drop a few in the chat. You could be more general. You could look for types. Um, this one, methods of producing table salt. You could do that search and kind of use those more uh, the general ones. Like there's a Britannica link I found that might be
All
good.
right. I'll send you some links that I found for
Okay,
like
sounds
each
good.
of them.
Excellent. Do you have any of those links ready?
Yep,
Okay.
just finished. There we go.
All right. Okay. So I think all right, yeah, this is probably good. I like the way you organized it. That is good. Okay, so I feel like we're done with this one, and I'll save it here and send it over. I think you said you wanted to go on to lesson 11 next, which is a lab, some sort of a
Yeah.
lab report.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just wanted to like check it out and stuff.
All right. Let me get where I can grab that and get it ready for you. All right, lesson 11. So this is the last of the chemistry, and then uh you'll be moving into physics. Um, all right, so let's they still want you to do this lab report, don't they? Oh boy. Okay, let me get all that copy and pasted in. I'll be sharing my screen in a moment. Okay, so you're doing some sort of a lab report, and I don't even know what it's on yet, but we'll get to that. But it wants you in the introduction to answer some questions. All right, so they're talking about red cabbage. Are we wondering like is it acidic or is it basic? Um, and you gotta be very, very careful with things in your and acids and bases when you're actually doing this. I actually have no idea if acid is a or cabbage is an acid or a base. Um, do you have any idea?
No, I don't.
Okay, so why don't you look up cabbage as an acid or a base, and then we'll do a reminder of what color we expect it to be with the litmus test. So
All
just
right.
do a quick Google search on red cabbage.
It's so funny because like a red cabbage looks purple. So, do you want me to search up that if red cabbage has acid in it or something again?
Yeah, I'm asking you if cabbage is an acid or a base.
It's both an acid and a base.
It generally wouldn't be both. So it's more acidic or more basic. So maybe you look for the pH level of red cabbage.
It's 7.
Yeah, it's kind of right in the middle, right?
Yeah.
Um, so we would want to start by saying something about the pH level being 7, which is right in the middle of an acid slash base. So that's given the name of neutral. In terms of the litmus paper, um, the the textbook definition here, which I'll grab, is this here. So what I'd like you to do is try to rewrite what's here. Um, we we don't expect much to happen since it's neutral, basically. Like basically neither of these things will happen because it's neutral.
Yeah, okay. I am so sorry again. Can you just repeat one more time? Just making sure that I understood correctly.
I'm just asking you to summarize what's here, rather than just using what's here.
All right.
So the red cabbage pH, it's 7. It's in the middle. It's neutral. And we only expect it to turn color if it's an acid or a base. So it probably won't do anything since it's right in the middle.
All right, there we go.
Take a look. Now you might considering adding a little bit more to this that will suggest that uh um
Hmm.
that you might want to add in that, like, if it won't change color. You could add in here that under acidic conditions, blue litmus paper turns red, and red litmus paper turns blue under alkaline or basic conditions.
Got it. Do you want me to paraphrase that
No,
sentence?
no, no, that's good enough. That's good enough. I just
All
didn't, I would make sure. Okay. All right. So it says, so it says greenish yellow. So they don't give you a list. Um, do you see a list?
I can check in the lesson for a list, yeah.
I'm looking, maybe they mean the ammonia. Maybe they mean all these things starting with the ammonia.
Maybe.
It's not there. I'm just looking this over again. Given your current, which of the household liquids that you have from those below? Okay. So my guess is these are the household list liquids I'm about to snip in. And greenish yellow, you have to decide is that is that where, let me look for I guess they don't have it in your lab report there. So you want it like you want to see the spectrum here. See if I can grab it here. I guess this is okay. No, it's not clear enough. They should give you a picture, but they're not. Okay. So basically they're asking you which of these are going to be more basic. See how it says um greenish yellow? Well, geez, that's not very clear. Greenish down here, yellow's up here, in the acidic. Huh. All right, let me go. Yeah. So which in this list is a base and which is an acid is kind of what you're trying to decide. So do you know if any of these are an acid or a base just by looking at the list?
Yeah, yeah, lemon juice, vinegar, um,
What are they?
I they're acids.
Okay.
I think baking soda is also an acid, but I could be wrong.
I'll double check that.
Yeah, let me search that up. Tomatoes and apples, I know they're not acids. Baking soda is a base.
That's right. Baking soda is a base.
Tomatoes. To oh, tomatoes are acidic actually.
Or they're very acidic. A lot of people
They are.
don't eat tomatoes because of that.
Apples are also acidic?
Yes.
What? No way. That actually shocks me. Here, let me look at milk. Washing soda. Wait, washing soda. I'm pretty sure that's acidic, but I'm gonna double check.
Okay.
That's basic, so that's a base.
Okay.
Milk is slightly acidic.
I tend to think of milk as a base, but you might, I'll go with what you just said.
Cream of tartar is an acid. Why is everything acidic? Like we can't have anything that isn't acidic anymore. Okay, and okay, so antacid is a weak base. Now next up is seltzer water. Acidic.
Okay.
It the one that says the more I don't know how to say
Muriatic
it.
acid.
Yeah, there
It's
has to be
definitely
an acid. Yeah.
definitely an acid. Yeah. Okay.
It has acid in its name.
Yeah.
And the last one's a base.
Okay. So the answer again, which one will turn the red cabbage for red? So the red ones are the acids, and the greenish yellow ones are the bases. So could you write a sentence or two that just says that?
Hmm. The red ones are the acids, and the I don't the blue ones are just the bases.
That's right. And you just have to write a sentence that says that, and then say refer to the list below.
Right, there we go. I should put the list below, shouldn't I?
Uh, eh, this is not clear the way it's written. You want to say the ones that turn the litmus paper, turn your red cabbage red are the acids. The ones that turn it blue are the bases.
Yeah, okay.
If you could slightly rewrite that.
There we go.
Okay, much better. Okay, you got it. Remove this picture. So we got given your current understanding of pH, what household liquids from the list below will you be able to mix to obtain a neutral liquid? So the idea is that it's one acid and one base, but you have to be very you generally choose like a weak acid and a weak base. I don't know if any of these are strong acids, but it would be a strong acid with a strong base. So I want you to come up with a couple of combinations here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So I'm gonna just put these all in the chat and just and think try to think about what you could actually combine. Um, Meaning like you're gonna have to go and get these things. So if you don't have them, don't talk about combining them. Like if you don't have muriatic acid or masonry cleaner, maybe not include that in your list.
All right.
But you probably have vinegar, you probably have tomatoes, you probably have baking soda, washing
Yeah,
soda.
I have some of this stuff at home.
Right.
So with this list, what do I do now? Again, like, because you sent it in the chat. Do I just copy and just change up some of the stuff or
Well,
no?
you're gonna me what you're gonna mix together. Like I'll type here, peanut butter and jelly, which you're not gonna do, but that's the idea.
Right.
And you want to maybe say, acid, peanut butter, which is not true, and jelly, base. Like that's the way to kind of formulate this. But I'm asking you to sort of think ahead about what you might want to
So got it. So like, for example, like I with this list, so I would like when mixing things, so I could use like baking soda and tomatoes basically, because tomatoes are
that
like
would be good.
like huh?
Right. Yep, that would be good. That's a good one. Yeah,
Okay,
I
cool.
would, like you got to use some of each, but let's stay away from like, you'll have seltzer because you're gonna have that Alka seltzer. Well, I guess they'd want you to buy the seltzer water. I don't know.
I don't know either. I hope not. All right. So should I write down some more examples?
No, it doesn't say um, I would give as many as you can. Like there's 5 to 6, I think you could reasonably do here, maybe at least three. Do you have three?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
There we go.
All right, and you feel like you would have access to all these?
Yes.
Okay. All right, let's go back to your thing here. Well, good news is there's no more questions after that. Let me go double check. But we do need to like write the procedure and talk about what you're gonna do. Um, although you probably a little ways out from actually doing this since the other one's got to be done first. Um, all right, all right. So let's grab let's grab this is the first procedure. All right, so the procedure to make pH strips. So you're gonna need red cabbage, which I don't even know if it's in season. I don't know. Um, and you're gonna add the minimum amount of water needed to blend it because you want the juice as concentrated as possible. You don't want to have a lot of um, water if you can, like a minimal.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so um, chop the cabbage up, and then it says microwave the cabbage until it's at its boiling point. So you don't put it in the on the stove top. That doesn't seem quite right. And I think cabbage will smell, so might be careful with when and where you do this.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it looks like you got to heat it up. Um, get rid of the liquid. So that could be done with a coffee filter or a paper towel. And you'll see the color. You'll see the purple color. Um, and you have to do that for a day. Wow. Um, that means you can't just say, oh, I'm going to do it. You gotta basically wait. Do you guys have a pool at your house by chance?
Yeah, we do, but it's like the community pool because I live
Oh,
in a
okay.
gated community.
So I was asking it like if you had one at your house, you might already have some pH strips because you probably do want to test that the pH is about 7 on this, but if you don't have any, it's not necessary. Um,
Yeah.
so what they're doing here is chop the cabbage, blend it, juice, microwave the cabbage. Like I'm reading this, it's like you need cabbage strips and cabbage juice. Let me go back and look at your, yeah, that is what you're doing. Okay. All right. Well, filter the liquid from the cabbage. But I don't understand. If you use a blender, your cabbage is going to turn into liquid. You might want to ask the instructor, and we can do it. You can do it when we get close to it. You might want to ask the instructor if you're actually making both a liquid and the strips. That's kind of what I'm reading here.
Got it.
I'm not sure though. Let's keep going here with the procedure. All right. Please make sure you don't mix any chemicals. All right. So this is important here. This is the second procedure. So that says here to put tap water into a beaker or glass container, and tap water has a pH of about 7. Okay, and it says to put 2 known acids and 2 known bases from the list in individual beakers or glass containers. Do not mix. Do not mix them. That's very important. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And then you want to test you want to test the pH of each of those.
Got it.
You're not going to mix them together. Um, so you're not mixing them together, like very, very important, because we don't want something bad to happen. Bad things will happen. I don't even know why they would allow you to do this. But then procedure three, that's where you are going to use the indicator solution. All right, so the here in procedure three, you're going to take the cabbage juice, I guess, and you're going to add an acid to the beaker and see the color change. And then you're going to put a base into the beaker and record the color change.
Got it.
And then again, what I can't tell, and this is where I think I would ask the instructor, microwave the cabbage until it's a boil. You see the liquid boil or steam rising. If you don't have a microwave, okay, soak the cabbage in a small volume of boiling water or heat the cabbage. Your mom or dad may be able to help with this. I've not cooked cabbage ever.
Yeah,
If
my
they
mom
have, they
has.
okay. She's going to know all about this, but it looks like you need two things. You need like the cabbage juice, and then you need the strips of cabbage.
Got it.
And you need to give yourself a day, when like, before you're ready to do this. All right, does that work for you?
Yes.
Awesome. All right. Well, I'll send you this and the other one, and our next meeting is on Thursday. So hopefully we'll have some more information